Hello, it is your Sleepless God back with What If Midoriya Was Bowser Part 11. And I know the last video, like the last 4 minutes of the autos got corrupt and kept kept on repeating. So we're just gonna do what I was gonna finish with that recap. So the not the recap, but just talking. So the classmates realized that the Koopa men that were staying out are part of Bowser's group. So they started realizing that Bowser is guarding the nurses' areas, and they started getting more interested into that. And then after that, they kind of started they started a group text chat from Class 1A and Class 1B, uh, basically trying to figure out how to get in there. And that's where we were supposed to end it off. But now, let's start the recap. So, last time we left off, uh, it was just right after the USJ incident, and everyone's getting back healed up, and obviously, uh, Princess Peach had both her arms broken, and well, one arm sprained, one arm completely broken. So she had to stay in the infirmary for a lot longer than the rest of the crew, and she was actually the only person really badly hurt. Bowser started protecting the princess basically just as a dragon. We talked about how he couldn't sleep in his human form because it's basically literally flexing your muscles and then trying to fall asleep. It's almost impossible basically. And then Class 1B is trying to figure out where Princess Peach is because they try to call her and everything. They try to even call the school. Zip, zero, nothing. Even they try to call Bowser, nothing. And after all of that, they just try to get in there, and that's when they started the group chat and everything like that, trying to get in there, and that's where Dobby. Sorry, I forgot about this as well. This is where Dobby and the twins visit, and they see when they walk in, they see on the floor at this time Princess Peach and Bowser cuddling, and when Dobby's when the twins were going to be yelling, Dobby grabbed both of their faces, closing their mouths and just being he whispered in their ear very quietly, just saying, if you say a fucking word, I will burn your faces off. Got me? Like, I've been waiting for this moment for a very, very long time. So he grabbed the candy out of their hands and puts it on the desk next to all the other treats that the students some of the staff, sorry, not students, staff, has given them, and waltzed them out. As that's where we ended off. So let's start the video. So when the students see Dobby and the twins walk out, and they're like, "Oh, is she okay? Is she fine?" It's like, "What's going on?" As Dobby, the slide motherfucker he is saying, "Oh, no, she's dead." Everyone from Class 1B and Class 1A were like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, she's been dead for 6 months now. Bowser's in grief. We're trying to get him out of the freaking room where her body is." It's like, "Oh my, she got something." And then Dobby's like, "No, I'm fucking with you guys." And it's like what? It's like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm fucking with you." And all of them look down at the floor as the twins like, "Oh yeah, you thought we were jokers. It runs in the family." As oh god. So she's fine. Yeah, she's perfectly fine. She just got some minor injuries, and she's just healing. She's healing in there for a little bit. Bowser's keeping her company, as some of the boys, especially fucking Ballface, he's like keeping her company here. As Dobby looks over and says, "Hey, what's your name?" Oh, is it? And then all the class went away, and class went away. Like, oh, his name is like blah blah blah. I always forget, but we just call him Pervert. Like, okay, that's perfect. Pervert. It's like, that's not my name. I always say, just remember, if you have any silly thoughts about my sister, that she can put enough weight on a human body to crack their skeleton and, break every bone in their body. So just remember that if you even try to do anything, she'll probably kill you faster than I can say, wait. As like everyone's like kind of scared at that point because they realize how dangerous her powers actually is. Now, this is when everyone leaves, and this is when the point where Bowser wakes up, and he's like, when he's a little bit drowsy, and he's like, he doesn't. I said he twice. I'm stuttering. No. He's laying like on the side of the bed. He's remember laying on the floor. He remembers laying next to Princess Peach. Now he feels something warm on his stomach. Not like too hot, but not too cold either. Just a perfect temp almost. As it's comforting as he like rat. It's like I don't want to, like his body's already naturally moving too closer to the heat. As he hears this heat source goes, as he's know that, it's not a villager, it's a fancy, I like fucking with you a little bit, just a little bit, just to figure out. I think you're trying to figure out if I'm fucking insane or not, and your answers are wrong. I am, but just a little bit less. That's when he finally opens his eyes and he sees Princess Peach in very short, like because she took off her gown. Did I mention that? She took off her gown because she, like, the gown wasn't exposing too much, but she's wearing like her regular UA shorts and like a really short tank top right now. As this is when like she's just like moving around. As Bowser looks down at this situation that they're in, he's laying on the floor. Princess Peach is laying in his stomach. He's kind of rolled into like a ball section just to wrap around herself around the heat source, aka Princess Peach. And he's like, yeah, I'm back to bed. As like they just instantly both go back to sleep. As a couple hours after that, that's when what's her doctor lady? I'm just gonna what's her name? It's a healer. Frick. The doctor lady walks in, and now she actually has to check her out. She's been in there for like 2.5, like not 2.5, 1.5 days, and her arms are almost completely healed, and she wants to go home. So she wakes up Bowser first, and she say, if you can, please, can you sign some of these forms? He looks at the forms. It's just sign off forms. Signing her, you can, just signing their names, making sure that
when she leaves the care of this place, that she will be well kept and well controlled. Also, that she had proper care in this place. She's like, oh yes, yes, let me, yes, 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 perfect. He signs the document really quick and picks up Princess Peach as lightly as possible. As when he's walking out of the room, it is getting to the point where it's like starting to get darker out and starting to get a little bit, just like when he walks out, like it's almost pitch black, but like he can't see anything, so it's getting a little bit dark, but not like too dark where like he can't see. So he starts, walking out, and and the wind kind of catches him a little bit, hitting his side, and that's when because like when he walked out, he kind of forgot because he was kind of in that still sleepy mode. The Princess Peach is wearing like literal, like just like regular shorts and like a really skinny tank top and nothing else. So when like the wind catches her and she starts, like she actually wakes up and she's like shivering, just like he realizes like, oh, like yes. He's like, oh shit, this is gonna be hard. And she's like going closer into him because like you gotta remember, Bowser can shoot fucking fireballs. Where do you think that heat's coming from? Like his stomach is incredibly hot. And this is when he starts, just like picking up the speed a little bit, but not going too fast to make her like back to cold and wakened up. And when they finally get back to his mansion, first thing first, he's trying to instantly, Dobby and the twins are like, oh, I see you're back. Like, and the twins are like, did anything interesting happen? At the same time, did anything interesting happen? As Bowser just tries to ignore those two, say, don't ignore us. We have some interesting thoughts. It's like, as he looked back and says, both her arms were broken. Her back was completely almost broken off by a villain. At this point, and I know he escaped without me shattering his skull open. At this point, I'm not worried about what you guys are thinking about. All I'm worrying about is how much more extra protection do I need in this fucking place. As they can kind of hear the irritation into his voice as Dobby says, calm down. Calm down. We know you didn't mean that as harshly as you said it, but we know about it, and we know that he needs extra protection, especially for her. He's like, I know. And the UA Sports Festival is happening in 2 more days, roughly. 1 more day after today. So, you think she's ready? She's like, Dobby just shrugs and just says, I wasn't. These two weren't. The only one that's ready would probably be you. And you still feel nerves, don't you? Yeah. So just remember, it's not about being ready. It's just about being prepared when it does happen, okay? I'll be there protecting her the entire way if anything happens like it happened at the USJ. And I'm guessing you're going to send out a massive fleet of guards to guard this area. It's like, he's like, of course I am. So, you just take her back to her bed. Don't worry about the rest. We still got it, okay? As Dobby like controlly just calmed down the situation. Because you gotta understand, he's the oldest. He's always been the oldest. And he might have been a little bit egotistical in his last family, but he realized in this one, there's no fucking up. And he acts like a big brother. Now, you two go off to bed. Because right now I'm about to break my own body if I live another step. As Dobby yawns with this great massive amount of force, he says, now I'm gonna hit the hay as well because I got the morning shift tomorrow for stuff. As the twin says, "Oh yes, we have to go to school early to start fixing on some inventions that we did." As this is when Princess Peach and Bowser are the only one left in the room. As Princess Peach walks out, starts walking. Not Princess Peach. Bowser starts walking to Princess Peach's room. As he unlocks, opens the door. As each one of these beds are like king size plus. Like comfort level is maximum in this place. As he shuts the door, started walking towards Princess Peach's bed, laying her down, putting the blankets over her. And when he's about to walk away, Princess Peach grabs his tail, and these are the only words he's ever heard her say to her this entire day, and he just hears, "Stay with me. You're all I need." As he looks back, like he's been in his dragon form this entire time. He's stage 1. As he's like, "What?" As he looks up and sees Princess Peach crying. It's like, I'm scared. As Bowser realizes, like, throughout the things that he did, she was never hurt by him. Because Bowser is a gentleman at heart. He never hurts a lady. Maybe a couple scrapes or bruises. But nothing like this. So he grabs the bed, rolls up into it, grabs Princess Peach, wraps him into his arms, and just says, "It's fine, Peach. I'm here now. The monster's gone. I'm here. Okay?" As Princess Peach slowly closes her eyes and just says, "Yeah. Yeah." As she closes her eyes and falls asleep, as Bowser says, looks at her for a couple more minutes, just the beauty of her, and then slowly falls asleep himself as he gets ready for the next day, the last day of their break, and the starting of the competition. As this is where we're going to end it off. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope it doesn't fuck up like the other one did. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.